Let's restart.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Ah, damn it. Okay. We had such funny content, and I forgot to plug in the fucking microphone. But basically...
But we do this for you, damn it! Alright.
Let's start again, shall we? I'm Barely Gamer.
And I'm Chuck.
And this is You Are Jeff Bezos, an independent game made by Kris Lorischild on itch.io. Shout out to my little brother Trent for introducing me to this. We just kind of stumbled across it the other night, like, what the fuck? And the premise is you are Jeff Bezos.
And you go about your business as if you were Jeff Bezos, imbued with your own conscience.
So, when you wake up this morning from unsettling dreams, you find yourself changing your bed into a monstrous vermin.
You are Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos' employees are now your employees. His money's now your money. Nothing you say or do will convince anyone you are not Jeff Bezos, even his closest friends and family. What do you do?
Well, I pray for the wisdom of Jared Dang Hong and I go to the bathroom.
You had to do it to him.
Yes.
Shout out to you, buddy. You go to the bathroom. It takes you about 9 minutes to do all your business.
Bullshit.
That's about 1/6 of a Jared Dang Hong. You flush the toilet because any game with a bathroom that does not allow you to flush the toilet is not a real game. In that 9 minutes, you, Jeff Bezos, made $540,000. That's more than 9 times an American's average annual salary and 20 times the median salary of an Amazon employee.
Jesus. Alright, that's kind of horrifying, isn't it?
Yeah, so what do you do?
I go to the bathroom again.
You may be inhabiting the body of a 54-year-old, but that doesn't mean you need to pee again that quickly.
It's worth a shot.
Anyway, now that you've done your business, it's time to spend Jeff Bezos' money.
Do I have to spend it? Can't I, invest it or hoard it or...
No, you cannot invest it, keep it, or earn more of it. You can only spend it.
That's a really inefficient way to use wealth.
Sure. It's also true that no billionaire just sits on a giant pile of cash. Most of Bezos' wealth is abstracted into stocks, investments, and so forth. But that's not the scope of the simulation. This simulation is about spending all of Jeff Bezos' fucking money!
Alright.
So Jeff Bezos' current wealth is displayed on the left. Below are some things you might consider spending it on.
I love how it's already nixed pay off student loan debt.
Yeah, it's like, already did that.
It's just like, no, it's just like, oh, well, I mean, we could do that,
but how about we do it?
Why don't we,
why don't we do this instead?
Yeah, exactly. Why don't we, hire 100,000 new teachers for 4 years each?
You hire 100,000 new teachers for a median salary of $58,000, covering their salary for the first 4 years of their hire. This comes in at around $22.4 billion for you, or about a third of the annual U.S. education budget. In an interview, Betsy DeVos praises your actions as the free market in action. In response, you lure her off to a remote area in the upper Midwest, promising to show her a designer mansion with 5 different styles of windows. When she gets there, all she finds is an abandoned shack without plumbing and a distinct lack of yachts.
A+ for days.
You get a phone call on your personal line from your main financial advisor, apparently distressed. You ignore it.
Okay, You want
to do anything else here, or move on to the next?
Let's see, I think that I'm going to be responsible and pay my personal taxes.
Here's where we get into the dicey business of what personal worth is and how that translates to taxable income. Answer, it usually doesn't, because rich people are master frauds and charlatans who exploit loopholes in tax code to avoid paying their fair share. Yep. Jeff Bezos is worth $156 billion. You're using the top tax bracket of 37% and paying out $57.72 billion of that. You'd pay 99%, but then this would be a very short simulator.
Hooray for simple math!
Right. Twitter is lining up with liberals praising your good deeds with the hashtag #BezosIsBay. Leftists still hate you.
What else?
Good job decimating a rich man's wealth so far, by the way. You've gone from 156 trillion to a mere, billion?
Trillion.
To a mere 75,880,540,000. No, I think it is billion. I don't fucking know. In a few clicks of a button. If only you could manufacture guillotines this easily.
Okay, well then, I'm going to abolish the Electoral College.
Strictly speaking, the only thing necessary to abolish the United States Electoral College is the vote and ratification of 3/4 of the Union of 38 states, and politicians are very cheap to purchase. And I ever said blah, 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 I don't fucking care.
Yeah. Own the libs. Sorry, not Sari Hamilton.
Fox News goes unexpectedly off-air citing existential difficulties. Time names you its person of the year. You've declined that fair weather bullshit.
And I'll raise it by doubling every Amazon employee's salary. Bam-a-lam!
You doubled the median Amazon worker salary from poverty level $28,000 a year to $56,000 a year, much closer to the U.S. average. Your employees are able to lead lives with slightly more dignity. While you're at, you implement progressive policies getting rid of time bathroom breaks and those hilariously anti-union videos you've been forcing your employees to watch. The cost of this to you is negligible. I'm not even going to model it.
Cool. What else?
The squatter in the White House goes on an unhinged Twitter rant, branding you a communist, Democrat, fascist with small genitals who's ruining the economy. He calls for your execution.
Well, my genitals are adequate.
Mine are substantial.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm buying Twitter and deleting your friggin' account, boy.
You buy Twitter for $50 billion, way more than it's actually worth, but you'd rather get the acquisition over with quickly. After you ban the circus peanut in the White House, you also get rid of Jack and all the Nazis.
Cool.
Bill and Melinda Gates send you a kind yet concerned greeting card, asking if perhaps you would like a little advice on how to spend money on poors, but in a modern way. You burn it. Do you hear something?
Do I hear...
A loud crack fills the room as finally your frantic family members and several bodyguards manage to break down the door to your bedroom. A few of your burlier relatives pin you down and take away your laptop.
Please, Uncle Bezos.
Begs a doe-eyed child who's probably actually not your nibbling, crumbly Ghibli?
Yeah, it's like
tears.
that Ghibli studio.
Studio Ghibli tears falling down their cheeks as you are tied to a chair.
You've left us with a mere $9,740,000.
I think it might be $9,700,000.
Wow, we are really pissing through his money, aren't we?
Yeah, $9,700,540,000. Yeah.
Wow.
Mother says will be ever so destitute if you do not cease your wretched spending. Do Jeff Bezos' extended family speak like Dickens characters? They do here. What do you say to the child?
Let's see. I'm going to sit them down and patiently explain to them why being a billionaire is immoral.
With your arms tied behind your back, you're left gesturing with your head, asking the sniffling snot-nosed cherub to take a seat on your knee. They do, and while your family and hired strongmen rifle through your belongings, trying to find a way to undo your recent financial transactions, you launch into your best, most heartfelt, age-appropriate lecture on ethics. It is light on theory and heavy on comparisons, but you manage to get across that in a world such wealth as ours, for a select few to hold on to the vast majority of that wealth, whether they earned it or not, while others starve as neglecting our moral duty to one another. The child listens quietly and frowns. Look, you say, finally, just watch The Good Place. Well, that sure took a while to reach a pretty basic media recommendation, and unfortunately, in the meantime, you've earned $10,428,660. It would have been better to leave the child rearing to social media.
Well, enough of this. Time to spend more of Jeff Bezos' effing money.
You flex your shiny biceps as hard as you can. The ropes binding you to the chair literally burst into so many shreds of hemp. You stand, using a leg of the chair to beat back several bodyguards and distraught adult heirs. When you see a path open, you take it, fleeing into the city streets, armed only with your bathrobe, a phone, and a small laptop. After escaping onto the subway, you spare a quick glance at your bank balance and find it's still too large for your tastes.
I'm going to go for science, and I'm going to reboot MythBusters.
This isn't necessarily a good use of Jeff Bezos' money, but you really like the older seasons of MythBusters that were basically Jackass for nerds. The golden era, the golden era of Adam Savage burning off his eyebrows and sticking his mouth into vacuum motors. You reboot the series for a limited one-season run with the original cast to air commercial-free and subscription-free on a bespoke online streaming service. The show tests all the myths that were originally vetoed because of corporate meddling, like RFIDs and credit cards, and hunting ducks with pumpkins. Anything left over from the $60 million budget will go toward reproducing that one time the Mythbusters blew up a cement trunk with dynamite, now properly captured on a high-speed camera.
They can't do the entire original cast. Grant Imahara died.
He did. Okay, most of the original cast. I think this game might have been made a while ago, because Trump was still in office when this game was made.
It seems that,
But when did Grant die?
God, I want to say it was like... That's a
good question.
Yeah, I'm looking that up right now. Grab a soda or something.
Yeah, intermission.
Yeah, go hug your grandma.
Sean, this is where you speed edit. Here, I'm gonna do this during the speed edit while you're looking at the phone.
2020, July 13th.
I think this game might have been made before he died.
Okay, well,
I didn't know he died.
The entire original cast sans Grant Imahara.
What did he die of?
I think it was
It's always cancer. Age of 49.
He died at the age of 49 after suffering a rupture intracranial aneurysm.
Oh, that's awful. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well,
okay, well, anyway.
Thank you for your contributions to the world, Mr. Imahara.
For science. You hole up in a dimly lit cafe where no one will question why Jeff Bezos is here in his bathrobe working on a laptop. To help ensure their silence, you pay the college educations of the 3 baristas on duty, $303,000. You also tip well because labor should be adequately compensated, regardless of whether a service worker goes the extra mile for you, $200.
Okay.
Now,
Well, I'm going to fix the Flint water crisis.
you completely renovate the deteriorated water system of Flint, Michigan, freeing its residents from corporate serfdom to Nestle. This sets you back all $55 million, or less than the cost of a single SpaceX rocket.
Literally, this should have happened years ago already.
Absolutely.
Yes.
A barista with a lip ring and Imperator Furiosa tattoo brings you a second coffee. They tell you that what you're doing now doesn't make up for the years you, Jeff Bezos, have spent exploiting your workers and destroying rival businesses. You agree wholeheartedly, since it's not like they'll believe you if you explain you're just a rando stuck in Jeff Bezos' gross plastinated body. Still funny.
I mean, what else can I do? I've rebooted Mythbusters without Granny Mahara, unfortunately. I've fixed the Flint water crisis. I made Michigan somewhat livable.
Yeah, again.
Fuck, I mean, I'm gonna build 10 animal rescues for 4 years.
For $5 million a year each, these aren't your run-of-the-mill animal shelters. These are full-featured rescues focused on providing for abused former circus animals and exotic pets. You know those videos testing whether tigers will sit in boxes and get high off catnip? That's the kind of rescue you're funding.
Cool. It's good. Let the good times roll.
Sirens outside. Here, we're back to where we started.
Okay.
Sirens outside. You've learned from the TV that there's a warrant out for your arrest for suspicion of fraud, which under the circumstances seems
Only I know. Only I know.
Your barista allies shuttered the blinds to the already darkened coffee shop. They decide to switch off the news and put on anime instead. You now have a new option. Ooh, that reminds you. Let's bankroll second season of Monthly Girls no Saki-kun
Oh, gosh.
for $3 million.
Ugh.
Tempting.
Yeah.
Or you could build 10 new public libraries, finance 100 indie games, or pay off 1,000 graduate students' loans.
If I'm being suspected for fraud, and I am undeniably to everybody else but me, Jeff Bezos,
The one and only.
I'm going to pay off 1,000 grad students' loans.
The average graduate student has $57,600 in loan debt. Your friends are anything but average, of course, but you also probably don't have 1,000 of them, so $57.6 million should cover you either way, plus a few hundred strangers. You spend any leftovers organizing a game studies conference, including covering transportation and hotel expenses for all speakers. Todd Harper does the opening keynote, and Maddie Price oversees the wine tasting session.
No speakers over the age of 45.
One of the baristas has given you away. It was an accident. They forgot they left location data on while tweeting on the Bezos' Bay hashtag.
Oh, wow.
Before you know it, you have the entire local police force at the cafe's front door. You scan your list for something quick to spend some of Jeff Bezos' money on while the baristas arrange for your escape through the back.
There's no time.
There's no time. You and your barista accomplices race through the city's back streets, cannily avoiding police blockades and Amazon locker locations. Twice you are nearly... That's just funny. I don't care who you are. Twice you were nearly cut down by weaponized delivery drones, but you managed to dive out of their firing range just in time. The drones record you as KIA in their online tracking system anyway, thus buying you a precious few minutes. Okay. Huddled behind a dumpster, you find the barista with the lip ring has sustained a deep cut to their arm. Do you use your cleanest $100 bills to dress the wound for $1,000, or promise to pay the barista's hospital bill if it gets infected?
I feel like this is like the action movie answer right
yes,
now.
Yes,
Jeff Bezos, action hero.
Cleans up the wounds?
No, he uses the cleanest $100 bills to dress the...
Yeah, he cleans up the wounds with the fucking $100 bills. It sounds like some Jeff Bezos would actually do.
Yeah, the actual Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, the actual Jeff Bezos. You gonna pay the...
Yeah, I'll pay the hospital bills.
You inform the barista that you will fully cover their medical expenses if the cut gets any worse. They give you a sour look and say nothing. It's clear they aren't impressed.
Alright, let's try to reach the sewers.
It's no use. Sewers actually aren't all that spacious, and also manhole covers are really heavy. The police catch up to you while you were swearing and nursing your stubbed toe. Maybe you should have run out of your luxury apartment wearing something sturdier than slippers. You and your 3 barista allies are arrested on the spot.
And I only cried for 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, but it's not over yet.
Oh.
You and your college-age accomplices are each charged with resisting arrest, the most fascist bullshit charge. Additionally, you are charged with 1 count of destabilizing capitalism, while the 3 baristas are charged with pirating anime. Do you bribe the cops to let the baristas go for $1 million, or pay bail for baristas and everyone else in the city's jail system?
Decisions.
I know, right? You pay the cash bail for your 3 coffee mate accomplices, as well as the entire jail population of the city, about 12,000 people. The police, catching wise, put your own bail at absolutely unheard of $9,111,065,460. There's no way anyone would pay that. Do you pay it, or do you demand to see your
That
lawyer?
would be all my money.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say...
I'm seeing my lawyer, dude.
Because you are white and wealthy, the law works differently for you. You are granted a phone call to your lawyer. Unfortunately, you don't know the number to Jeff Bezos' lawyer even... or even who they are.
What the
You
hell?
realize that if you're going to do anything with this one phone call, it should be something to try to get rid of as much of your remaining wealth as possible. What do you spend Jeff Bezos' money on? So you donate, so you give away everything to one of these. Do you pay for for all the money?
Okay, so what would Chuck Beatty do if Chuck Beatty was Jeff Bezos?
Yeah. So donate all you have left toward rebuilding Puerto Rico, local homeless shelter, give it all to NASA, create an endowment for artists and residents, pay for your anime, or fucking keep it. I'll represent myself. What would Chuck Beatty do in his
Chuck Bezos.
Yeah, what would Chuck Bezos do in divorce court?
Oh gosh. I would. Well, me in real life, I would not represent myself.
Right. But Jeff Bezos would.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos probably would. So you know what?
Fucking keep it. Unfortunately, no amount of legal self-defense can overcome a charge like high treason by undermining capitalism.
Oh.
You are found guilty on all counts and sentenced to the harshest punishment society can bestow upon a wealthy white man. Go on, guess what it is?
Getting a real job.
Yeah, it's fucking nothing. You get a suspended sentence and a handshake from the judge. Sorry, did you forget you were Jeff Bezos? Outside of the on the courthouse steps, your legions of admirers greet you with the results of their GoFundMe campaign, put together to cover the legal fees you didn't actually incur. Peter Thiel is there to personally present you with the check. When you see the value, all the blood drains from your face. The check is for $156 million.
What's what I started off
with? Around you, your supporters and fellow billionaires cheer. Somewhere in the crowd, a gaggle of college libertarians strike up a chord of "We shall overcome."
Oh no!
You weep. The tears flow freely from your face. Peter misinterprets your reaction as gratitude and wraps you up in a massive warm hug. You are still Jeff Bezos.
The bad end.
You got the bad end. Now, if you want to get a different ending here, let's go and just skip through. Let's do a lightning round.
Okay, so Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
I spent all his fucking money. I repaired Puerto Rico. What else? 10,000 Dabadoo.
Yeah.
I paid back taxes to you. Grant beat Lordy. No, Hamilton.
Okay.
Here's something. Show him Twitter.
Okay, here's something different. You love to show the child Twitter on your own, but tied up as you are, you're left with pointing towards the nearest unattended phone with your big toe. You give your young relative a list of accounts to follow. Within 30 minutes, they are an expert on both the Communist Manifesto and pro wrestling.
It's almost me!
It's basically you. Alright, you escape.
Okay, animal rescues, and then we do college, and then water crisis, Mythbusters, science. 10 public libraries,
books
and books are good. Here we go.
Here's a different... No, it's still the same one.
Well, okay, then I'm going to do that. Okay.
It's the sewers.
Oh.
Okay, this time, bribe the cops to let the priestess go. Okay. The cops don't so much as bat an eye before accepting your terms. They undo the 3 priestess handcuffs and quietly destroy the forms they had started to fill out. The 3 priestess flee into the night, off to brew coffee and create latte foam art for many happy days to come. One of them, the one with the lip ring, looks back over their shoulders only once, locking eyes with you from where you still sit in the back of the squad car. Then they're gone. Off to
jail, I guess.
In processing, your bail is set an outrageous $13,803,096,800. It seems the cops have called wise and intend to either squeeze you for all you're worth, or at least ensure you can't give any more of your money away.
Okay, I'm going to pay the bail.
Alright, pay the bail. Well, apparently one person would pay a bail like that, and that person is you. Jeff Bezos. There's a bit more paperwork involved and, of course, a lot of waiting, but at the end of it, you are free. You walk down the front steps of the jail, dirt from your bathrobe, bombarded left and right by cameras and journalists of every stripe. A car waits for you. Not your own. It's Elon Musk's personal Tesla, and he's very cross with you right now.
Okay, so...
You ride in silence for several miles.
So...
Elon says at last, eyes straight ahead, voice even.
That was a hell of a bender you went on today, my friend.
Were you expecting something to happen once you spend all of Jeff Bezos' money? Maybe you fucked it up by blowing everything you had left on your own well-being rather than someone else. Or maybe you were always doomed to remain in a gross, middle-aged man's body no matter what you did.
Yeah.
You say absently with Jeff Bezos' vocal cords.
Don't worry.
Elon assures you. He sounds kind, empathetic.
I have been in your shoes.
The voice says. You wonder about the implications of that.
We can totally start a GoFundMe for you now. The
Neutral end! You got the neutral end!
I got the neutral end!
Now, if you want to have the good end, I think I remember how to get the good end. Let's get you the good end.
Oh my goodness.
Time for the good... Let's get the good end. Let's see.
Pay for the border wall, dope.
Yeah, nice. Let's continue. What else? Pay back taxes. I'm gonna get you the good end. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember how to get the good end. I'll be honest with you. Let's see. Sit them down. Fund animal rescues. I'm gonna get you the good end. Let's see. I think it was. Let's finance 100 indie games. Take that indie apocalypse. Flint water crisis. Graduate loans. There's no time. Okay, this time I'm gonna clean the wound with $100 bills. So you do that. You literally throw money at the problem and tape together 10 printer fresh $100 bills end to end, using them as a makeshift bandage around the barista's wound. They grimace. It's not a great way to dress a cut, but it's probably better than nothing, and they appreciate the fact you're trying at least.
Make a break for the sewers.
Alright, we're in the sewers. It's no use. You get arrested. Let's pay for everybody. Demand to see the lawyer. Okay, this time, don't keep it and represent yourself. Spend money on something instead.
Then I am going to...
All $68,897,524,460.
Donate toward Puerto Rico.
You donate everything you have left toward rebuilding Puerto Rico. The sum is significant, goes some ways towards the island's recovery. Won't fix everything, but it helps, and you can be sure the funds won't go to waste. After finishing your phone call, you return quietly to your cell. If Bezos' Bay is still trending on Twitter, you're sure someone is raising money for your legal fees right now, but you absolutely refuse to use it. There's nothing more that you can do for now. Well, go ahead, wait. Yeah, wait. You wait. There's little else to do. You sit and contemplate your admittedly brief existence as Jeff Bezos. The unimaginable wealth you struggle to spend. The problems that lay outside even your ability to fix. Was it really worth anything at all to rid the world of one man's billions? Was this really the best you could do? With this thought in your head, you lie down in your hard jail bunk and slowly you drift off to sleep.
Alright. The ellipsis right there.
When you wake up this morning from your unsettling dreams, you find yourself changed in your bed into a monstrous vermin.
You are Elon Musk?
True!
This is amazing!
So that's the true end. You're Elon Musk. You start again. You start anew.
Do you remember that episode of The Twilight Zone? Where the guy wishes he's the most powerful man in the world, and he wakes up and he's Hitler.
Oh, yeah! That's it! That is it!
For modern times.
For modern times.
Oh
sorry, not sorry. Fuck you, Elon Musk. The game has 3... Oh, we got them all!
Oh, shoot, okay.
Yeah, the game has 3 secret endings. The bad end, the neutral end, and the true end. We got them all. Okay, we got all 3 endings for you or Jeff Bezos. We're so good at being Jeff Bezos!
Yeah, we know how to be Jeff Bezos through the good, the bad, and the true.
The Musk. Okay, that's truly the end. So, kids, make sure to not be Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Or Elon Musk, for that matter.
Please don't. And if you have, billions of dollars lined up somewhere, it doesn't matter if you wind up with ones of dollars in your bank account. Do something for the benefit of humanity.
Yeah, whether you're funding Mythbusters or...
Without Granted
Mahara, or paying for libraries.
Yes.
You too can be a good Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos.
Because we got what we got.
Because somebody has to.
Sorry.
We got all 3 endings. I'm so proud.
Yes.
And guys, that is your Jeff Bezos. We hope you enjoyed this trip through the weird world of being Jeff Bezos. And we hope you learned something tonight.
Because we sure didn't.
I didn't learn a damn thing. Goodbye.